Hello friends, today we are discussing the fact of Portuguese in India. This is part 1 from the book Spectrum. It will help you in quick revision as well. So let's start this session. It is because of the Islamic rulers and Muslim intermediaries, the European tried to find a different route via sea to India. In 15th century, Europe had made great advances in the art of shipbuilding and navigation. The economic development in Europe expanded the agricultural practices and dairy needs, which in turn created a huge demand of spices for cooking and preservation of food. Finding a sea route to India was become an obsession for the Prince Harry of Portugal, who was nicknamed as Navigator. Pope Nicholas V gave Prince Harry a bull in 1454, which was the right to navigate till India, and an attempt to curtail Islamic influence and spread Christianity faith, but Prince Harry died before he could do anything. Treaty of Tordesillas in 1494 between Portugal and Spain divided the non-Christian world by an imaginary line under which Portugal can claim everything to the east of the line while Spain can claim everything to the west of the line. Hence, Portugal get a chance of incursion into waters around India. In 1487, Portuguese navigator Bartholomew rounded the Cape of Good Hope in Africa, and he was convinced that he found the route to India, but he was wrong. The actual route was found in 1987, 10 years after that. Remember this. Vasco da Gama, with the help of Gujarati pilot Abdul Majid, landed in Calicut in 1498 with 3 ships as a merchant. The Hindu ruler of Calicut, Zomerian, accorded a friendly reception to Vasco da Gama. During the arrival of Vasco da Gama, there were many traders across the globe trading in India profitably, but it was Portugal who wanted to monopolize the trade by excluding competitors, especially Arabs. After Vasco da Gama, another merchant, Pedro Alvarez Cabral, came to India for spices, negotiating and establishing a factory in Calicut in 1500. So first factory of Portugal was in Calicut in 1500 by Pedro Alvarez Cabral. Then Vasco da Gama set up a trading factory at Kannur, and gradually Calicut, Kannur and Cochin has become most important trade centers for Portuguese, and they got permission to fortify these centers as well. Francisco de Almeida was appointed as the first governor in India for 3-year terms. His vision was to make Portuguese the master of Indian Ocean, and his policies were known as Blue Water Policy. Portuguese in 1507 was defeated in the naval battle of Tew by combined Egypt and Gujarati navies. Alfonso de Albuquerque was the second governor of Portuguese in India, and he was known as the real founder of Portuguese power in the east by establishing bases overlooking all the entrances to the sea, introducing permit system to the other ships as well. Alfonso acquired Goa from the Sultan of Bijapur in 1510, and the port of Sultan of Bijapur was become the first Indian territory. Remember, the port of Sultan of Bijapur was become the first Indian territory to be under European since Alexander the Great. Portuguese men were allowed to stay back in India. They did some development work and introduced new crops like tobacco and cashew nut, and imported better plantation for variety of coconuts. Now we have the third governor, Ninu da Chunha. He was appointed as Portuguese governor in India in 1529, and he shifted the headquarters from Cochin to Goa. So friends, now we come to end of part 1. Part 2 will be available soon, so stay connected. See you in next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.